Hello everyone, welcome to City Talk. I'm Thermice Bevelle. This is Our Atlanta. A chat about the opening of the National Center for Civil and Human Rights was hosted by Council President Cesar Mitchell in partnership with Councilman Andre Dickens, Fulton County Commission Chairman John Eves, and Atlanta Board of Education Chair Courtney English. The group reflected on their personal perspectives. The National Center for Civil and Human Rights will be a museum, archives, and research facility. Doug Shipman, Chief Executive Officer of the center, moderated the forum that featured Reverend C.T. Vivian and Al Vivian. The younger Vivian focused on his personal experiences, and Dr. Vivian talked about the power of love to overcome oppression.
Everybody who suffered under racism wants to remove it. And the younger you are, from teenage on, you know that that's the number one thing you would want to happen.
President Mitchell said he was honored to be a part of this collaborative effort in support of the opening of the center.
We live in a living and breathing and evolving community that is able to evolve and thrive because of leaders like C.T. Vivian, because of folks who are willing to put it all on the line and advance a vision. So I'm so thankful to be here this evening. I'm so thankful to see all of you. This is going to be a wonderful conversation. And thank you so much to the National Center for Civil and Human Rights and its leadership for pushing our vision of this city forward. This is our Atlanta. It's worth cherishing, protecting, and it's worth embracing.
As a native Atlantan, Councilman Dickens is proud to have the facility in Atlanta.
I'm very thankful to be serving on this board, and I'm thankful for the vision that they have. This is not going to be just any old center. It's just like this city. And Benjamin Elijah May said, it's not failure, but low aim that's sin. We're reaching for the fences. We're going to knock this ball out of the park.
One of the things that strikes out when I travel abroad is the civil rights legacy and how others around the world who are grappling with human rights issues look to Atlanta, look to the civil rights movement as a beacon of hope of how to do it.
The National Center for Civil and Human Rights opens in June. Councilwoman Natalie Archibong was at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the Civil War in Atlanta. The theme, Civil War to Civil Rights, our 150-year journey. Reverend C.T. Vivian and Ty Gross were among the speakers.
Today's kickoff event was phenomenal. We had over 100 or so guests here listening to these two great historians and great Americans talk about the unity and the disconnect that happened so many years ago that has now been a pivotal point for us as a society to see the benefit of working together and seeing our nation undivided, indivisible, continue for years to come.
After the opening ceremonies, trolleys took visitors to other participating venues around the city that offered activities and free tours, including Oakland Cemetery, the Grant Mansion, Cyclorama, and East Atlanta Village. Excitement was in the air at Crim High School, where Councilwoman Archibong joined students and the community for a generation-to-generation health and fitness fair that encouraged 2 to 80-year-olds to interact and to learn about nutrition. Students and senior citizens experienced a day full of terrific memories and fun activities that focused on health and wellness.
It was a really great turnout, and it's an exciting example of how no matter your age, no matter what your separation may be, you can come together around issues of importance to all of us, and that's a good, healthy community and family.
Organizers say the event was an opportunity for participants to share and learn from each other. Safe Today, Healthy Tomorrow is the national theme for Older Americans Month. Here in the city of Atlanta, the Mayor's Office of Constituent Services sponsored a host of events for seniors, and it all kicked off with a Senior Day in the atrium at City Hall. Hundreds of Atlanta's most cherished constituents turned out for Senior Day.
This is wonderful. I mean, we have with us so many of our golden jewels in our city, and to have the opportunity to celebrate them, but also to give them some exposure to organizations and companies that can help improve and sustain their quality of life is also very important.
Organizations came armed with information for seniors, which included housing, dental, AAA, AARP, and nutrition.
We encourage you to come out and just join us.
Donna Ann Jamison is a nutritional awareness coach.
People call me a food coach because I'm out redefining what it's like to get older, and I'm teaching the world, one person at a time, that we get older, but we can get older and embrace more abundant health.
Hello, I love you. Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Council members C.T. Martin and Kwanzaa Hall were on hand to welcome seniors.
There are quite a number of senior builders in District 2. We just want to make sure we're reaching out to you all. Let us know if we're not doing a good enough job to support you, because we are here for you.
Well, I came here to learn information about everything, and I'm having a great time finding all kinds of resources that I need and that I need for my senior center as well. So this is a wonderful opportunity to get information and just enjoy ourselves.
And remember, the Office of Constituent Services is available throughout the year to help Atlanta seniors. Councilwoman Cleta Winslow co-sponsored the Tour de SWAT bike ride, where cyclists rediscovered Southwest Atlanta. The bike ride promoted the area's history, its homes and neighborhoods. The self-guided 13-mile tour went through some of Atlanta's great West Side neighborhoods. The bike ride encouraged healthier lifestyles and stronger communities by taking advantage of the good things available in our own backyard.
Love to see that kind of thing in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful neighborhood. Really, really nice neighborhood. Hello, wave rains. They're waving at you.
Emily Dyer just moved to the area. She says this is a cool way to get to know her neighborhood.
I had no idea that I was living in one of the oldest neighborhoods here in Atlanta, so pretty cool.
Councilmember Kwanzaa Hall and those in District 2 came together for the Year of Boulevard Spring Community Cleanup. Volunteers pitched in for mowing, graffiti removal, and street sweeping in the Old Fourth Ward south of Freedom Parkway. This year, Yo Boulevard had volunteers from nonprofit and corporate organizations who wanted to lend support to the work being done on the Boulevard corridor. Hall presented a proclamation to Georgia Works, one of the new partner agencies for 2014. Georgia Works offers a year of housing, food, and workforce development training to homeless men who are looking to re-enter the workforce. One of the Atlanta skyline's most iconic sites recently underwent a $70 million renovation. The Westin Peachtree Plaza held a ribbon cutting to show off the completed work. The spacious lobby, all guest rooms, and the Sundial restaurant received a facelift. The improvements are designed to give travelers a relaxing environment to help unwind.
I appreciate so much the decision to invest $70 million to make this hotel as beautiful as I have ever seen it. This is the year not only of downtown, it's the year of Atlanta.
From the rotating Sundial restaurant, diners can view the entire skyline of Atlanta, Stone Mountain, and the North Georgia mountains. The 73-story Westin Peachtree Plaza was designed by John Portman in 1976. Tech giant Google had a big surprise for area teachers, and Mayor Reed was on hand at Whiteford Elementary to deliver the good news.
As a thank you to Atlanta teachers, Google Georgia has teamed up with DonorsChoose.org to fully fund your projects that you requested for your classrooms. So everything that you requested is being funded.
Teachers were ecstatic to hear Google will donate $340,000 worth of classroom materials to APS teachers and to educators in several other counties in the metro area. Teachers at Whiteford received everything from crayons to coloring books to paper towels.
And to the young people in the audience, I want you to know that we're doing this all for you, because you all are very, very special and important to us. And that's why your teachers and the staff and the administrators and your principal and his leadership team come here every single day, because at the end of the day, it's really about you.
DonorsChoose.org allows teachers across the country to solicit funds for special projects. Since it went online in 2000, 11 million students have received $238 million in donations. A new website gives residents easier access to Atlanta Municipal Court. Mayor Reed joined Code of America to officially launch ATL Courts. The website lets residents look up details about their court cases. It sends text message reminders of court dates and answers frequently asked questions about court operations. Code for America was founded in 2009 to help spur civic engagement between governments and the people they serve.
My hope is that our partnership will help my administration develop new approaches to Atlanta's challenges and strengthen our communities. Together, we're working to solve old problems in new ways and build a government that can deliver in the 21st century.
Code for America and the city's innovation delivery team joined forces 3 months ago to make the project a reality. The Department of Information Technology held its annual Smart Fair in the City Hall atrium. This is the third year the department has held the expo. The event introduces city employees to technology vendors who help employees get acquainted with new tech-based solutions.
With technology, there's a cultural shift, and we're trying to get our employees certainly engaged in technology solutions. We recognize that in order for the city to move forward, it's going to take the entire community, the employees and our constituents, together collectively working to move the city forward.
We'll show you how one member of the police department reaches out to children.
And they're going to work themselves back to the baseline.
And looking for a little bit of jazz outdoors? Look no further. Stay with us.
ATL 26, forward together. Channel 26 brings the city of Atlanta home to you. Atlanta city leaders want to move the city forward together with you. The goal? To engage and empower citizens through service. From City Hall to the neighborhoods that make Atlanta unique, ATL 26 keeps you connected to your government and community. And we go global. As Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport takes you around the world, ATL 26, forward together.
Throughout the year here on City Talk, we tell you about the many ways Atlanta police officers make personal connections to the communities they serve in order to build trust between law enforcement and citizens. Now City Talk's Troy Danicus introduces us to an emergency dispatcher who also helps in his own way to reach Atlanta's youth through tennis.
Now, how do you do that? And it will still go to 6?
Yeah, no, it's gonna change this to 5. So watch this. Watch this.
Clayton Sanders is a dispatch supervisor for the city of Atlanta, and he's one of the city's longest-serving employees.
I came to Atlanta, Georgia from the low country of South Carolina, low country. Moved there in 1978. During the Maynard Jackson administration, he had this program called Community Service Officer. They came up with this program or position, Community Service Officer, and I applied for it.
He picked up a tennis racket for the first time in college, and he hasn't put one down since.
This is one of those sports that you can, once you get the hang of it, it's an addiction.
Clayton passes his love of tennis down to the younger generation through Atlanta's Police Athletic League.
Step back. That's why in this sport, it's all about staying on your toes. Every now and then, so often they recruit and ask for volunteers, to help out with their expertise, and tennis is I consider one of my expertise, is teaching and coaching tennis.
Jabari Brown first met Clayton when he was 10 and has been learning at his side ever since.
It's not as physically demanding, I guess, as things like football or maybe basketball. And, even people who, I guess, may not be the tallest or the fastest, they can all get into tennis and have fun.
Clayton echoes the sentiment, but says that just because injuries are less prevalent in tennis, it can still be a physically demanding sport.
You have to be in shape more to play tennis than you have to play basketball or football, because it's just you out there against that opponent. So, but you definitely have to be in shape, and tennis will get you into shape. Oh, here we go, Fred. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all hating on Fred.
For City Talk, I'm Troy Danicus.
Fighting fires can be grueling, emotionally charged, and exhausting. That's why the City of Atlanta aims to recruit the best candidates to serve as members of Atlanta Fire Rescue. City Talk looks into the training of these men and women and how education and teamwork ensures top-notch fire service.
Fire recruit training is going to take about 10 months. From the day they walk in the door to the day they leave, they will go through what's called fire training, and they'll go through EMS training.
What is CPR going to do for them?
What? Circulate and perfuse, particularly what?
The heart.
The heart.
When they go through the fire training, they'll learn how to put out trash fires, how to put out woods fires, how to put out vehicle fires, and how to put out house fires.
We made a good forcible entry. It didn't take a whole bunch of time, and that's what we're looking for. We're trying to get in there as fast as possible.
We're looking for the best of the best. We're looking for people who are here for a career, not just here for a job. Being a firefighter is a calling. It's something that somebody wants to do with their life, to be a servant to others. From the first day that they walk in the door, we start building what's called a team concept. They move together, they eat together, they talk together, they study together.
You gotta make sure once you get in that groove and you got blood drench, you gotta keep it.
All right, you're in the vertical position. Watch your hands. All right. I'm going to talk about this later, but you see this right here? Yes, sir. That is wrong. That's very much wrong. I'll talk about that when we're done, and I'll show you how to not do that.
The greatest danger when a firefighter goes in the building is going to be always a possibility of structural collapse. When a building's burning, that building's being, all the components that hold that building together are being damaged. They're being attacked by the fire.
Do not get caught on steps. How many times we went up the steps, people just standing on the step looking? You got to push them people in front of you. Push them. I'm on the steps. Get them off. You going to be off the steps. That is your danger zone.
The mayor had some big news for everyone who attended the Piedmont Park Conservancy's Landmark Lunch. This is the Conservancy's 25th anniversary, and Mayor Reed served as the keynote speaker. The annual lunch is a fundraiser for the group and is in its 18th year. The lunch netted its largest donation to date by raising $250,000, with Reed and a group of friends kicking in $25,000 of their own money. After that revelation, the mayor had even bigger news for the crowd.
We've made the decision to fill the Bellwood Quarry to its full capacity and turn that into a water feature for the city of Atlanta, expanding park space to the west side of the city of Atlanta.
The city purchased the quarry in 2006 with plans to make it part of the Atlanta Beltline. No word yet on when work will start at the site. Family and friends came out for a party to celebrate 40 years of cultural affairs in Atlanta. And we'll take a look at the Eastern Conference champions, the Atlanta Dream.
My job, our job as a coaching staff, is to get us back to the finals and win the whole thing.
ATL 26, forward together. Channel 26 brings the city of Atlanta home to you. Atlanta city leaders want to move the city forward together with you. The goal? To engage and empower citizens through service. From City Hall to the neighborhoods that make Atlanta unique, ATL 26 keeps you connected to your government and community. And we go global. As Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport takes you around the world, ATL 26, forward together.
The Office of Cultural Affairs is celebrating 40 years of providing artistic and cultural excellence to the citizens of Atlanta. And the celebration continues with the opening of a new venue that showcases the work of some of Atlanta's up-and-coming artists. It's called Gallery 72. It's an evening of celebration as Mayor Reed and Camille Love beam with enthusiasm over the opening of 2 City Plaza, home to the city's new art gallery.
This evening, for the inaugural exhibition at Gallery 72, we have selected 6 artists represented by 3 Atlanta galleries.
The exhibition is called Forward. The inaugural display showcases the cultural and artistic diversity that exists here in Atlanta. Pablo Hinoco is the creator of this digital interactive installation. It's called Gestures.
It's an archival machine. I created it because I was thinking about gestures. A lot of interactive artworks right now are depending on people communicating with the artwork through gestural recognition and not really talking. So this piece is more about the gestures that we create when we communicate. And recording those gestures.
In addition to the art, guests got a first look at the redesigned lobby of 2 City Plaza. This building was formerly home to the AJC newspaper.
I'm so appreciative to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and the Cox Enterprises and to Jim Kennedy for making the decision to choose Atlanta. We're going to have 500 of our employees from the Department of Watershed Management coming here, working and contributing to the vitality of downtown Atlanta every single day.
The art exhibit Forward will be on display at Gallery 72 until the end of June. For more information, go to atlantagA.gov. The Office of Cultural Affairs reached a big milestone, and to celebrate, they threw a party at the gravesite of the man who made it all possible. Music filled the air at Oakland Cemetery as people gathered to pay tribute to former Mayor Maynard Jackson. Jackson was responsible for creating the Office of Cultural Affairs 40 years ago, and he was instrumental in getting the Atlanta Jazz Festival off the ground.
And it's especially important that we remember the kind of leadership that we had in areas where Maynard was the first to worry about the arts.
A multimedia exhibit told the photographic story of Jackson's historic inauguration and how he helped influence cultural affairs in Atlanta. The 37th annual Atlanta Jazz Festival is Memorial Day weekend in Piedmont Park. For more information, visit atlantafestival.com and keep it tuned to City Channel 26. Councilwoman Keisha Bottoms partnered with the Atlanta Jazz Festival to host Jazz in the Park. Southwest Atlanta residents brought blankets, picnic baskets, and folding chairs for a day of smooth jazz in Adams Park. The afternoon provided a cultural experience in a backyard setting.
It's really just a great day for the entire family to come out and enjoy what's right here in our community. So we look forward to attending the Jazz Festival in Piedmont Park at the end of May. But for the first weekend in May, this is a great way to kick it off.
And they were grooving in historic 4th Ward Park with Councilman Hall, where they enjoyed an outstanding lineup of young musicians.
Let's celebrate jazz in Atlanta on the 40th anniversary. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The neighborhood jazz concerts are produced by the Office of Cultural Affairs every year in venues throughout Atlanta. The concerts expose and entertain a diverse audience of jazz enthusiasts. The 2013 WNBA Eastern Conference champions, the Atlanta Dream, took to the court for an exhibition game against the Australian national team. Fans got to see our women's NBA team prepare for what is sure to be another winning season. Atlanta Dream's head coach, Michael Cooper, has one goal for the new season.
Defense wins championships, and definitely that's what we're trying to do. We have to develop an identity, and our identity is we're going to beat you with our defense, and after we stop you, then we're going to run the ball down your throat. So there's a lot of things we want to do. It still remains, it's still an unfinished product right now, but we're heading in the right direction.
The season is underway for Atlanta Dream, so get your tickets. Thank you for watching City Talk. I'm Thermice Bevelle.